part of
I
Ying.
think Ying is underutilized on Clubhouse,
I think
especially for
Ying
basements.
is underutilized.
That's very fair. Ying's really good. A good Ying player. We're talking about how good a good Monty player can be. A good Ying player can just walk in. And it's dangerous as heck.
A good Ying player can have their teammate walk in and not flash them.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Liberty starting on defense, getting the advantage on a traditionally more defensive-sided map, though can go either way. Usually it goes to the defense, especially with these bans. Cade is still up. Lots of utility still up for defense.
Yeah, I've been seeing this go a bit more half and half recently. I've seen a lot of 3-3 splits on this map.
Yeah, I actually just saw one earlier today. Oh, who was it? It was. Oh, who was I watching? I don't know. It was an NA game today. It was 3-3 halves on both halves. Oh, it was M80 and whoever they were playing.
I think the big change here has been I keep saying it on UC streams, but the Impact EMP is in all the ways that you can clear off the CC wall. It's made CC a less favored site, even though we see here, Liberty's going to be starting off on that site. Now it's interesting how teams play this. They've got the Azami and they're going to be playing it in Raptors with a Jaeger rather than the typical Lomai. It's always interesting to see how these teams play.
Ooh, early run out by the castle.
First, yeah.
I think the gets picked off.
No!
Trying to pick the castle up. He just barely misses it too. If he had gotten there like a few frames earlier, even he could have had the castle in front of his face.
Oh, that's
that
so
is
unfortunate. Good job punishing that run out. And this is what we're talking about. That wall is so easy to get over and applies so much pressure to sites.
And it is a very difficult wall to successfully impact trick because, or not impact trick, sorry, bandit trick. Because you also have to be denying first floor. It's just so much map you have to control. And I guess it's favored to let the teams just take it.
It's very tough to play in that lounge area to hold that bottom pressure. You would need to be able to keep the band alive from below.
Yeah.
Even though you can't need the ceiling anymore, it's still really easy to clear the bandit from below.
I think the idea was probably to have the castle be playing down there. And then the bandit could trick, but since the castle died,
well, yeah,
he didn't even have the chance.
It does change things a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I have seen some Azami placements in Swamp to help with the bandit trick as well and help play that lounge area, which I thought was pretty interesting. But
oh, yeah, there's some
Azami
set up.
Posted up on Rafters with the 9x19. Now, if I were sitting there, I'd have the ACS out. I love me the ACS.
Oh yeah, great gun
as well.
Bro, it seems like we're kind of just stalled though. No one's really able to make a new ground at this point. They've got the wall open, but can't walk in. Haven't been able to clear out destruction. They're not going to do that yet as Deuces gets the first kill for his team.
I think it was from a drop on Logi Hatch.
I think so. With the footage.
Jackal, but they're just walking into sight, going for players. He's just going to sit on default. Ace goes down. Azami taking damage, but downs the Thermite. This is not looking good for UGA right now.
And Mega trying to go save his team, but can't quite get it now. 1v3 for the Ash. Has it down, can confirm that kill maybe. At least pad scores. Nice crossfire, nice flick.
Almost doesn't get it. Oh my gosh, it's a 1v1.
Well, we've been talking how 1v4s were so hard to win, but almost not quite.
Zombie holding. It's a great angle here.
I even see him on the screen.
There's a black blob just peeked out for, I don't know, 2 frames.
Yeah.
Really had to.
Zombie, man, slow health too. Could have just one bullet. Made a difference there.
I mean, the Ash at a big disadvantage there, though. You know, has no real idea where the Azami could be, whereas the Azami is watching the only door the Ash can walk through.
Yeah, I think he's swinging with a pre-fire in your hope at that point, but not a big connection there, and almost brings it back.
Yeah,
Ash definitely a strong play there. 4 kills in that opening round. The only kills from his team there.
Oof.
Yeah, not the start that you want for the rest of the team, but hey, you know, if you're able to keep that Ashe alive and make that kind of impact late in the round, you start those executes just a little bit better, and that Ashe is going to be lethal during them. It seemed like during the execute, Ashe was just kind of outside the map and didn't really contribute during the execute.
I mean, if she could get in and get a couple of those picks, even if she gets like 2 earlier in the round, you know, when other teammates are still alive, that would be a lot more impactful as well. So
10 seconds left.
have to see how they approach this basement setup. No Cade on the defensive lineup, so the hatches are free, though probably have a little bit of a
Attackers must locate
roam
and
presence
defuse the
at the
bomb.
very least with the Oryx, maybe a secondary to support.
No holes for impact tricking either. They have the impacts on Legion. But
I think
upstairs roaming.
Liberty's plan, I think, might be to just either play around the hatch being open, or not allow them to open the hatch by killing them first. Let's see.
The attack coming from a top floor clear, mostly centered around the Master's side.
UGA is pulling almost an opposite of what, basically an opposite of what Drexel does, of droning one side of the map out, not the other. Almost does. They do have the 2 and 3 split. Very good way to clear out players.
This is much more like how it run attacks. So you try to get the pressure on both sides, force that Oryx to pick a fight to take or drop back. And look at this entry. You're talking about the Ashe all the way in construction. They know where Oryx is, and they're pushing.
And that, oh, the Oryx picks up
Know
the
where he is, no
Habana.
kill. And drops back
Good early
safely.
pick.
We're gonna sneak all the way back. Queen of Hatches, she's called for Mu to get all those hatches open, and well, they do have extra hard reach with the Ace and the Buck, so not all is lost. That's some nice utility taken off the board, and a minute 30 burned by just one roamer.
Yeah, and the pick on top of it. It's still going to be a little rough to play through this, the rest of this. I mean, you still have all this hard or soft destruction you need to take care of. Not even starting yet. And 3 hatches, and dirt, and potentially church with the hard breach. The Habana just makes a lot of that so much easier, and losing that early is, oof.
That's really rough.
Maybe this Ashe can get a little bit of a walk in and just get a couple picks here.
Need to get some sort of pressure first, and then Buck is starting to do that and getting us over towards stock, but no vert over kitchen yet. Getting hatches open now. Slurp takes some damage. I think that's some vert by kitchen.
Wait, or Megacom getting a pick to Relics. That's a smoke on as
Smoke.
well.
Huge pick. That's gonna stop them from. Oh, that would have stopped them from planning and making us execute them. Needs to come soon. 30 seconds left.
Oh, the quick peek almost gets it, but Khabib gets the read on it. 4v3, running out of options. They're gonna have to just push down blue and hope for the best and drop this hatch.
10
Blue
seconds.
player's down. Dropped. AK player picks up the kill. Gets 1, doesn't get the second.
Yeah, the drop comes, but too little, too late. All of his defenders here. It's one of the sites that, if you've ever watched one of my streams at Cincinnati before, I love talking about this site and how easy it is to defend with just 3 people. Especially if you only have a couple hatches open and the entry points are known, you really do not need that many defenders on the site to keep the site intact. And if you have 4 of them, that's plenty enough. It was demonstrated there by Liberty holding that really definitively, even though they didn't have much of a roam that you'd typically see a lot more of.
Yeah, usually you'd expect to see maybe like a 2-person roam there, be able to play off each other, waste more time, drop off of the second floor, maybe go back to the first floor, waste another 30 seconds there.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Either way, it's still gets Liberty the round. The classic Valcam spot of gamers don't look up.
So much easier to hit now too with the throwable lineups
Oh,
now
yeah.
that Arca shows you. That's so nice.
I've been loving it for C4s.
Oh yeah.
It's been very nice, and for airburst impact tricking, which is a very difficult one to line up.
10 seconds
all that someone's using now. And I play Cade all the time, so from across the map trying to hit a Cade claw on a wall, it's so nice.
Oh
for this
yeah,
stuff.
that's so nice.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Yeah, the Jaeger just staring at the floor, trying
Trying to
to
put an ADS down there, and I think
just
that
trying to figure it out.
I think he's trying to put it on the side of the planks.
I don't think you
Just put it on
can.
the floor. Just put it on the floor there, right there.
You can just put it on the floor, bro. Let's see.
And this overall looks like a fairly standard defensive hold as extension towards Cash with a mute to slow that breach.
A bomb has been located.
Interesting
Full
single
sealed.
reinforced there.
The single reinforcement's a little bit weird. I think they might have just debated between reinforcing that or this double wall or something like that, and then just ran out of reinforcements.
You know where that single wall? Oh, Mega coming in there. Early pick onto the meat there.
Just spraying through the window and managed to
Yes.
find that a mute. And that was one of your players that was playing by sight.
Drop the diffuser.
This could be a good
Running out
start
of
for this
now and-
round.
That's about this extension is that Cash player can help that extension, but forced back quickly. Jaeger drops all the way back towards Khan. Cash has been given up now.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
He's gonna play it in Kanye, but he's hidden from that master window. As is the castle. Got to swing, be a little bit active, maybe. Never to escape. He's gonna play for his life right here.
Ooh, this is a rough spot, this Jaeger, isn't it?
he's gonna have to get every killer, or he's not getting out. Looks like he's just gonna sit and hide.
ADS is.
And then Nate's gonna force him out, and well, he
No.
accepts his fate there. Yeah, not too much you can do there.
Does get the down to trade, maybe two, maybe
Shots.
another. They don't know that the plant's going down.
Attackers are activating.
No idea.
Absolutely no clue. Downwind didn't get the finish, but it's in the field.
Oh, wall bang.
Sprinting at the wrong time, not sure the plant's going down. Not great, and Relics just managed to get back onto the site just in time to get a bullet in the chest.
They didn't even have the holes to open up, like to watch the gym jump in.
And none of that default setup. They didn't have any sort of extension over towards. Logi, that's the word. Been too long since I've played this map. But Logi, usually see
Yeah.
a heady or something like that, or some will hold there. Sometimes it's a rotate. Rotate that would be nice to allow the Jaeger to escape a bit, but nothing. Just, I'm kind of wondering if the mute was coming towards Master to do that setup. Then when he
Maybe.
got shot through the window.
Probably, but gotta get that setup down. So it's
Yeah, it's tough sometimes as a shotgun player.
Yeah.
It's a rough life.
Attackers
As a mute
need to
player.
locate and defuse
4
bomb.
jammers, all the reinforcements on site, and all the holes and everything.
That's why you just
Oh,
don't
the almost gets going
reinforce.
just fun.
Activating camera.
I try not to reinforce if I play mute.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's
You
not
try
my
to.
job.
New camera feed activated.
Now we're on the other opposite half. George deciding to go to the basement first. Arguably the
I
best
think that's the
fight.
strongest side here. Yeah, I agree. I think you can make an argument for Jim, but I think overall basement tends to be.
I think if Cade is banned, Jim can be better.
10 seconds
Yeah,
with
left.
I think
Cade
that's
up,
fair.
you can stall the hatches at the very least. If you're tricky with it, you can Cade trick the hatches. Or you can Cade trick one of the hatches at
We have
least.
to locate a bomb and
Like if they don't bring a Thatcher or something to deal with it, then they're just kind of stuck.
I'm
And
interested by is that Malusi.
I'm interested by
saying
this
Malusi
heart
a lot
breach
more.
setup. Malusi is actually quite good now.
I've been seeing a lot more
Wow.
Malusi in it. Yeah.
The ACOG has been working really
Probably,
well for
yeah.
her. So
I'm sure that helps a ton.
yeah,
Oh, you're right.
and-
They just have thermite. It means they're just gonna be able to get the hatches open. And if they get impact tricked once, which they might, given that there are 4 impacts on the board for Georgia.
I just don't know. Like, I guess the idea would be you open Moto hatch, you ignore kitchen hatch, use sledge to open kitchen the vert, so you can't play an armory in that backside, and then maybe go for main wall with thermite, but you can't do that because there's a Mira. So I think
Did they maybe
this
miss from
lineup
sight?
is just I think they didn't get a lot of good intel off of their prep drones. And
This feels like it's a CC kind of attack lineup more than a basement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what a sledge on CC. Like, it's like halfway there.
I don't know. That
It's a
said,
nomad
they got
sledge,
a roam
yeah.
cleared out. There is no roam presence at all from Georgia, so Liberty's able to get into the map for free, and in a minute and a half, they got motor hatch open, and they're starting to work over for kitchen hatch. Maybe
Might
not an
see-
ideal lineup for it, but this is good control. Nitro burns. I think they want that hatch. Pick it one more time.
Oh.
Come in out now.
A bomb is located.
Oh, get
There's
the
the
pink
impact trick.
trying for the impact trick. Wait, did he go off?
No, you got the trick.
He got the trick off at the cost
Got
of his
the
own
trick off.
life.
And I think that's a worthwhile trade, especially there's Malus with an ACOG on the flank coming up to secure that pick.
Cover the diffuser.
Thick flank there. And
Hype, you're in a great position to contest this drop, and you can still make this work from Moto and main. Maybe send one through blue. That's not the end of the road, especially if that
Oh.
happens. What an angle!
what an angle. That is. Oof. Yeah, that is why
hate
I've
that.
seen more of the Mira setup where you leave the middle panel unreinforced and put the Mira on the hard right wall. So you can't get shot there.
That plays a lot more tucked.
Nomad gets in, gets one, makes it 2v2.
That was done a great job. Here comes that Nomad
won.
walking in.
Remaining.
Enough case that I gotta get Slurp in here and just add a sliver. Just breathe on him. Sell down to Mecha.
5 seconds left.
Mecha
Here's
gets this
the sniper
Nomad
gun, maybe.
fake.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
I think he's good for one.
Which one though?
I think it's gonna be the Nomad, maybe. Well, stand out in the open like that, but just one shot. Maybe not good for one at all. Is Slurp able to finish that off?
Man, he really just went for the one tap there. I think if he
Yeah,
went for
that's
the
easy. You want to spray that thing.
if he went for the double tap, he probably gets that Nomad there.
Oh,
That is-
100%. I think it's like what 70 something damage. 76 if I remember correctly. It's a ton of damage.
That's enough.
Yeah, it's plenty enough for sure.
Definitely would have killed her.
Especially fire a couple of those rounds downrange, but a little bit passive, and unfortunately it doesn't work out for him. But here we are now, quickly on to match point for our first map. As Liberty looking to secure another attack win, this time on CC.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Yeah, it seems like they brought pretty much almost the exact same lineup. This is more what they were expecting probably last round to go for CC
Bomb
first,
located
which
by
is
attackers.
interesting. I mean, I feel like the general consensus from teams I've played with and against, even in the past few years, has been CC isn't necessarily the primary site anymore.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a tertiary at this point.
Yeah,
Most because that main wall. But I think you're looking at Hype and Tuberao, one of the newest operators, really good at keeping that
Yeah,
wall
that's
sealed
true.
for just a little bit longer. And I was gonna say they're bringing the map for it though. It can counter the Tuber with map, but not actually the case. As Relics has switched off. Fuck.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
But Tubero plus the Tubero interaction with Cade is actually a little more rough. You have to kind of have it set correctly.
That's true. But if you put the kid at the top or the bottom and then throw the Tuberao charge to the opposite side, then
I think it's
okay.
more that you have to hit the Tubero early in the thermite charge, so it has
Yeah.
enough time for the electrical to come online.
Especially with that extra delay now. Delay before the
Yeah.
electronics come back online.
But I will say, it does seem as though UGA seem to be just playing around the fact that wall will probably get open. Like, it doesn't. Maybe they tubby it.
Oh no, Slurp.
Oh no.
Oh, what
Oh
happened?
no, buddy. Poor buddy.
Trying to go for this tight angle.
Yeah, he was going for it and didn't quite work. Maybe one player could run over and grab him, but that's a lot of time wasted.
And looks like Relax is gonna beat that guy to go save his teammate. Almost got opened,
Ooh.
but not quite. Turbo charge goes off just in time to save it.
Yeah.
So
And they have the
as soon as that
Goyos.
opens up, yeah, that's blown up.
They have the Goyos, they have the deployable there, ready for this wall to be open. They definitely We're not trying to keep it closed or anything like that.
Attackers
Oh,
drop the bomb.
barely missing that kill with the vector recoil just being a little too much there.
We're start working this vert and start getting site pressure. And allow that construction side push should they decide they want to flip over for that side. Looks like they might as Deuces is over there and now he drops in through Logi. Relics from below getting that kill. Really starts to open up sight a little bit.
It's not looking too great for UGA here.
Relics go off. Finally gets shut down. But down after tons of damage was done.
And now UGA still has that garage control, and Megacom coming back with the 2-piece to even the score. 2v2 gets knocked. As Zombie finds the one, puts it into a 1v1. They know where each other are.
No case.
Zombie
Where's it?
rotating
It's on the
around.
roof.
Oh,
the roof.
Thermite has to go for the kill. Drops down and gets it. LU take map 1. Wow. What a almost clean map. A couple of weird rounds, but definitely a couple clean rounds for LU there.
I believe that was Liberty's map choice, and that would show and how decisive that was. But don't be fooled by this. As we saw in the last game, Cincinnati won 4-1 on their first map, but overall ended up losing the series.
Was it Liberties?
I believe it was. Oh no, it might have been Georgia's, because Georgia was attacking first, weren't they?
Yeah, Georgia was
I'm not sure.
defending.
Not sure then. Very well could have been the other way.
What is this? Is this real? Check something. Alright, we got a donation from Justin's girlfriend, Chris, in parentheses, for $30. Please, Justin, marry me. I can't live without you. Parentheses, I live in your walls. Thank you for the $30. It means we're that much closer. It means we're only $20 off from our $500 goal for being boozled. And probably creeped Justin out a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak for him. So next map is Oregon.
Next map is Oregon.
And then the decider is Chalet as well. Which I want to say it's a very traditional 3 maps pick.
This should be...
Yeah, they picked Oregon.
Let me make
so
sure I've
next
got this-
side.
Let me make sure I've got these sides right. Georgia...
Georgia
Wait.
defense.
I'm confused.
Wait, what?
Someone pick attack first on Oregon? Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Did someone pick attack first? What kind of world are you picking attack first? It's not
I
like
want to make sure.
coastline.
I think Oregon's another one of those 50-50 maps. You can see 3-3 splits a lot, or 6-6s in regular comp. Let's
I
make sure.
still
That's-
would want to pick defense though. What? Well, they don't. Whatever. I feel like these guys haven't done this before. Not to talk, not to be rude, but I'm very confused. Yeah. Epic OT. I think they were confusing OT.
Well, that's my bad. I switched it around just so I could... Everything was in terms of defenses, but the game is configured in terms of attacks, so I flipped it, but I was wrong. Alright, that makes more sense. There we go.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
we go. Into map 2 we
Alrighty.
go.
Oregon, or as I like to call it, Boregon. I'm not a big fan of this map.
You know what? I was that way. And then I saw some strats get pulled out. I saw some creative things. Shields in Z-Hall. Weird angles I hadn't seen before. I think some of these new algorithms have allowed some extra creativity on Oregon that have,
Yeah.
at least a little bit, there's been a breath of fresh life into it. I wouldn't say it's a lot, but
You also
it's
weren't
not the same
subjected.
one every single round.
You weren't cursed, you know.
Was there a
My
Drexel
team-
curse on Oregon?
The Drexel curse of Oregon. Of no matter how much we study, no matter how much we practice, we will lose every time.
Any team who's coming to Queen City Clash, take notes.
Take some notes. Take some notes. I don't know if it might have just been me. So, because I was also just really bad at Oregon.
Yeah, I think that's one of those maps it's easy to mess up. There's so many parts to it that you just have to do right, and a lot of teams are really good at it because it's been the same for so long. The meta hasn't changed in a long time. So, I mean, that's why everyone calls it Boregon. But that's that.
It's kind of boring.
It's not like you can slack on it. You gotta make sure all these steps are done properly, and any little slip ups can be catastrophic. Like Club, it's kind of one of those checklist kinds of maps where it's a pretty
Yeah.
linear set of things to do, and if you do this in the correct order and succeed in them, then you should be. Makes it sound so easy, but of course, this game is so much more complex than that.
Oh yeah.
As we get into it, Georgia on defense first, like to go to top floor. I have seen every single site on this map has been played to decent extents.
Oh.
Activating camera.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah.
You know, wait for them
Especially-
to charge back up.
Especially with the new aiming system, that's a little
Now, so you're trying
frustrating.
to put it too much on a corner and then
wraps
flips
around.
over to the side. And yeah, that's all it takes.
You have this thin sliver. Oh,
It's
that's
a little finicky sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
10 seconds left before insertion.
the top and bottom sites are probably like they're the best
5 seconds
best two
left.
sites, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely picked the most often.
But the middle
it's
two are
interesting.
Attackers objective is
kind
to
of
locate a
cool.
bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, it seems very preferential.
It depends on how
Some
good
teams
you
that
can
go back
hold
and
them.
forth, or yeah, it's always interesting which way teams will go. Historically, I've seen NA biased towards the meeting side more, and then other leagues have gone a bit more towards showers, but that's not necessarily stayed true. And I've seen teams that have started to run both a lot more consistently. Sometimes just starting with it to throw teams off, just because as we
Yeah.
talk about, this is such a known map. There's the Thatcher charge to clear that mute chamber. I believe there's also a mute chamber on the other side of this wall. So I got that one too, and if they joined it now think that there's no chamber on the wall, be unfortunate.
I mean,
for
it's
them
not
to
like
do some
disabled some electricity or anything and go on the wall and get zapped. Definitely taking their time, LU, to clear out, do their due diligence, but it is going quite slow. I mean, Relix is. Ooh, he was looking to go in at the shower side, it seemed, but I don't think he's actually in the building.
No, he's just
That's kind of
outside.
unfortunate. He's just wasting time, wasting a lot of time here, though. Attic might be free here.
Yeah, the attic push is starting to come in, and Slurp's able to get the entry, but the first pick goes to Relix actually, who's on Game's window. That's helping out his attic players, but couldn't play across Swamp. As Mecha gets a kill with a Nitro back,
Down.
and the attic gunfights are going down.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Oh. Oh, that was a headshot as well onto Juices.
Unfortunately,
Even the
man,
down
just got picked back up.
That wasn't
Right,
even.
the second one.
Lots of trades coming
Tries to
back
look
and
away.
forth.
Even hype, trade in attic. Is this your entire attic presence gone for both teams?
Just Oso and Wulan on site,
Oh,
and then
patience.
jacked up and Relics creeping in. Ooh, dangerous game being played here. Oh, gets ripped into with the SB-11. Shotgun out. Jackal rotates.
Looking for the meat, but he's rotating over towards Presser. Somebody covering trophy close to the shotgun. I'm not sure that Relics was aware.
Oh,
No idea he's that close.
it's a face full of buckshot.
It's a face full of a lot of stuff
some-
there.
Some tactical
That's some
crouching.
extra. And Georgia, though, takes their first round here.
Yeah, pretty close round, but in the end, 2v1 in the end with the mute shotgun. That's a really hard choke to get through.
Oh,
right
absolutely.
there. So
Only did a great job playing that. Killing the ace, then rotating around. Now into basement, and we see the Lucy again.
Now they go down the stairs.
Oh.
I've seen
sees
a
us
lot.
with the blitz.
Ooh,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Switched it for a second and switched off it.
you can always switch back.
Yeah, come on, give us a show.
What? Wait, now I'm curious. Was there a point
We're
to
gonna
it?
learn something? Let's learn something here. They shoot that.
Maybe you
Nice
could
shot.
throw like procs in there.
Gonna. I don't
There's
know.
no prop
I'm
slots.
not sure. I don't know.
I'm very confused.
I want to learn something.
What's the point of
Do you
this?
want to put there? Oh, just shot it. All right, cool.
10 seconds.
Maybe they thought they had procs on someone or
I don't know,
something
what
like
does that
that.
box get you? If you know that they're. Yeah, I mean, you just put it above the door then at that point. Put it up here then.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what the
You
point
got
of
a
that
vote right there? I
was.
don't know. I'm playing the game.
Bird just wanted the cabinet
This
doors
I've seen that
open.
before. Here you go. This drone here
Yeah.
to get the early entry into showers, but it's going to be stopped. So you've got Wolin and the Azami. Interesting op to be playing this far extended, but really pick does not seem to know that he was spotted on drone though.
He's about to be spotted again here.
There you go. Shoot the drone,
This
miss
is
the drone, and then
drone.
fall back. I like the play. Just didn't hit the drone. Falls all the way back towards top freeze, and that I believe is everyone gone. And this kind of plays a little bit like Clubhouse, where I was talking about how the basement is so easy to hold with just a few players. Same deal here, and even without any real roam presence, defense here from Georgia's burned a minute, and I mean, waste a little bit more time, and you've cleared out a ton of time.
I'd say it's actually even easier in Basement Oregon because there's no soft destruction for Vert. So the only thing you have to really worry about is hatches, and the only hatch that really gives you almost taking a head off there, but the only hatch that really gives you any advantage for like angles is meeting hatch. So
Yeah.
not a lot of options you have in terms of vertical play, though. Relic's getting the pick off onto pipe.
And Attackers
Sniping
rotated
in
towards
there.
bunker side. Used to be bunker main, just ignoring the hatches. Brought the Hibana, went for the hatches, got them open, and then they're just dropping down. And looks like there's one player still in the meeting, one front, and then two over here at the barrel side. Early split attack, and they have to clear this pillar play. That's gonna be the first challenge. So Jaeger's gonna make it a bit hard for them.
Located by attackers.
Not if
Relics.
Relics just walk in
Well,
and
okay.
get a three.
Good
Almost
for another, he
in.
is.
There's a
Wow,
pass.
okay. You just walked in.
That's all you need is just distract him with the Habana and then just walk in. If it
Okay,
works.
so I've played this game competitively, right? In collegiate for 6 years. You know, I'm not gonna claim I'm a great observer, but I try to do my best, right? I'm not watching over that front side because there's guns facing that way. How do you walk in and get 3 kills like that?
I mean,
If you get it worse, I missed like maybe a trade or something, but over there, you just walked in and got kills.
it seems like it's similar to when sorry. Similar to the last match where
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Michigan kind of would get one pick loss and then just kind of snowballed in from there. You know, lose that one player, so maybe they'll come across the same idea and stop losing that first player, get their picks together, and start vibing.
Attackers
Oso
the location of a bomb.
on the Ella. I love Ella. I love playing Ella. Not very great in comp in a lot of situations, but I really wish Ella was a bit more viable.
I mean, the Scorpion actually isn't that bad anymore.
5 seconds left.
Definitely not. I think the recent recoil changes. There's just slight little adjustments they made.
Attackers are moving to
Yeah,
defuse a bomb.
it's just her utility, like her gadget, just isn't very useful.
And the Scorpion might be good, but it's not Alibi 1.5 good.
Yeah. I mean, 1.5 Siege is a completely different Siege, so.
Yeah, that's very true. Scorpion ACOG win.
No. No. FO12 ACOG win.
Hey, if Bashi can get it right.
Just give it to all the
That recoil would be
shotguns, you
crazy,
know?
though. That recoil would be insane. Be on the ceiling in 2 shots.
Ooh. Am I lagging? Uh-oh. I think Penguin may have crashed. I'm not too sure who crashed. Oh. Apparently, Penguin can
Hello?
hear me. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Interesting. I lost upload for a second, but not download. So, not sure how that entirely happened. That Virginia internet.
Yeah, it's
MRI,
not.
but
Work its way to IO now.
see if I can get this reset.
I wonder if you can reconnect.
reconnecting. I am reconnecting. I'm not at all sure what just happens.
Yeah, I thought I crashed for a second. I was I wasn't sure who
Oh.
crashed. I was just all I had was the stream. So make sure all the players are still in as well.
Attackers are
The
moving to defuse the
stream
bomb.
Okay.
might be dead, so
No, the stream's still up.
the Discord stream is, but my OBS is
No,
not.
the stream's still up. I have the
10
actual
seconds
Twitch stream open.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, cool.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
That'll work.
So
Sorry about that,
defenders
everyone.
won. Well, I guess Ella was a pretty good pick there. Not a lot to go off of there.
Sorry I missed that round, but there we go. There's 2-1 on the defensive half for Georgia, taking the lead. And this time we do know it now. We've kind of figured this out. If you start on defense, it is what we thought it was. If you start on defense, it's not your map pick. So this is Liberty's map pick. Georgia has started with a 2-1 lead on.
I mean,
On
it
defense
does
first,
happen.
of course, but
It does
yeah, when
happen
defense you
sometimes,
expect it to.
Where you pick
Honestly,
pick
like a
map,
4-2
you lose.
split, 3-3 is about average. So
Attackers need to locate
Yeah.
and defuse bombs.
and see what Liberty brings out on their map pick on defense. And you can start off with a castle and a zombie on the top floor as well as an Oryx. It's an interesting set together. Castle and a zombie bring a little bit of duplicated utility in the sense that you can cut off at lots of angles. Maybe play a bit more aggressive around some of them. So they are deployed a little bit differently than that shield. It's a nice, very shield. But they also kind of block the orcs from moving around as much. I guess if you put them on the windows and the extra one perspectives, it doesn't make as much of an impact. At least in the orcs' ability to rotate around. And we're gonna have a T3 player.
Insertion.
Yes, sir. I love to see a T3 player one of my favorite positions to play. I love to play as a Frost, actually.
I think it's always a Frost to see up there. It really feels like it's always a Frost, isn't it?
I've seen Mozzie. I've seen. Oh, obviously we see the Warden here. Ward is actually a pretty good pick because what a lot of teams will do is flash, 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 and repel in. So the Warden actually kind of prevents that with his glasses. You know, you can't really repel in on him.
Drone comes in, he's going to be spotted. So then Georgia does know they're going to have to clear him. What are they going to do? Do that. You need to put some of that north window. On each of these windows here.
Gridlock does have nades. Could try to go for a nade, or could just try to go for a cheeky pick here.
You guys starting to set up the pin now, going to both sides of this, going to reduce his ability to rotate around.
This is definitely a stressful position when you're getting flashed, naded, shot at from every window. Oh.
Finally he goes down, but at the same time, just slightly early, we've lost the zombie as well. The side players, they have army control now.
Yeah. Warden just missed on our screen, so maybe on his screen he was a little desynced there. Lots of that this season, unfortunately.
Yeah, new season, new bugs. Tends to go, but here we go on the attacks half of it. Georgia looking really good on Liberty. Now they're getting the plant down a 5v2. Really, really solid start to this half for them.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
This is definitely a rough situation to navigate. Back up.
Almost gets
down.
flawless, but
Flawless.
flawless.
Oof.
That is not the start to the defensive half on your map pick that you want if you're Liberty.
No, not at all.
It's an entirely different game from what we saw last time. Last map, Clubhouse was 4-1 on the side of Liberty, and now it's looking to trend towards a 4-1 on the side of Georgia. Just one more round away, and we're going to have to figure out how to handle a tiebreaker for RD.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, it's the Drexel curse. Passed on. Can't win. Can't win when you pick Oregon.
Caster curse extends from there.
Yeah. Yeah, Caster's cursed. Exactly.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
I know who to blame then.
Used by attackers.
It's all your fault.
Yeah.
Me and UC, we would never lose.
That's
like
fine.
that. It would never happen.
I'm sure. One of the fun fact, one of the few times Drexel did win on Oregon was when we were scrimming UC.
Is that so? Oh man.
I should have a clip of getting. I think I aced against you guys in Oregon.
Was I on that team? Which team
I don't
was
know.
that?
I don't know if you were on that team. I
You couldn't
remember.
have been. You wouldn't ace
Joseph
against
was
me.
on.
Oh
I
man,
don't
that doesn't
know.
narrow it down. Just has been
Yeah, I know.
forever.
I know. I think I was playing with Pop was subbing for us for
Attackers
some
are heading
reason.
out to the bomb.
I don't remember. We screamed you guys a bunch. So.
I mean, we played a few times, yeah. Even back when I was at Wright State.
Yep.
Good times, good times. I remember
Very
matches
good.
on Oregon. Same exact map hasn't changed since.
I mean, I remember when I first started playing comp. It was old Oregon.
Oh yeah,
So
wildly different basement.
the whole map was different.
Basement especially is what I remember being different, but
I remember.
regardless,
Yeah.
the basement we got
Anyway.
here, where all
We're
of the defenders are
fortified.
against no roam. These teams do not like to extend upwards. It's going to mean that Georgia's going to have free entry, clearing out his top floor, and getting these hatches open. And they're going to start. Oh, they're going to EMP one of them. No cake loss though, so
It never hurts just to be sure. Also getting picked off.
Steve
By the
who
flank.
must have snuck up Freezer to get up into kitchen. Who would escape back down. Might stick around a little bit, try to see if he can get another pick. No Georgia players chasing him.
He might just be trying to waste time. Maybe just trying to make his presence known. You know, like, hey, here I am.
Seems to not have been very known, though. Georgia's not pushing that way at all.
They really just don't care. And now there's a second player up. Liberty.
Now they know.
Oof.
Everyone's just kind of stalled right now. No one's really making any moves. Georgia's now looking towards that shower side. Slurp has gone all the way up to top floor.
Wow. Flank of the century if this
Attackers
works.
have dropped the bomb diffuser.
And making bird on kitchen door. That's a nice cross with Khabib. If Georgia pushes there, it looks like they're just going to start working their side executes.
I'm curious what the thought process is here. Like, they don't really need to, deal with them. Mecca gets.
What's happened? Plan is going, well, it was going down.
I think they realized that there was just two off site, and
You have sight, go for sight. Why not?
yeah,
Only two players that are alive. There's two players that were off site. One is E-Box hatching. The other one's working down Freezer, but and that's a 2v4 and plant down. Great sight dive from Georgia.
Attackers need to protect the diffuser. Position compromised.
doesn't even get the
Nothing they can do
constellation kill. Georgia takes map 2. I'll
Wow,
have to go to Chalet.
what a flip. 4-1, map 1, 4-1, map 2. Difference is one map went to one team and the other one to the other. What do we expect on Chalet?
I have no clue. I also don't know who gets what side.
I honestly don't know. I don't think I've ever been in this situation on these I've played where he already is tied.
It's a rough one. On a completely different note, Shane and Dana donated the $20. So we now reached the $500 milestone.
Heck yeah.
So now, part of the
Being
production,
boosted for our production.
we'll have to suffer.
And that's what we're really here for, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Thank you for the $20. Your
look
next
rulebook.
$1,000 is the HyperX. It's a HyperX Quadcast giveaway. Is what it seems. And donations go to the American Red Cross.
Just a moment to get this up.
Might just have to ask just.
I pulled up book.
I guess it would be a coin flip
I go to a coin flip.
or seed. If I had to guess. Yeah, some do coin flip, some do seeding or like position or whatever.
I can do a coin flip for it.
I think we're just making it up on the fly, so.
I don't know if I can do a coin flip on stream or not. Do that to Justin, but
Don't know that he's here.
sure. Alright, well, they have it. Georgia has defense.
Against defense. Which is, of all the maps, you know, this would be one of the maps to potentially choose attack.
Have it.
Yeah.
Into map 3, our second game today. Going 3 maps.
UGA back on the defense here. With LU getting it. Should this go to OT? Or
We were
bans?
debating. Ying again.
Ying? Pretty
Someone
decent
hurt them.
ban.
So, you don't ban that Ying
Yeah.
that consistently unless you've got PTSD from something.
Dokkaebi.
Yeah, Dokkaebi's become a more standard ban recently.
Yeah.
Great
I'd like to
YouTube, great
see-
gun.
I'd like to see a Flores ban every now and then. Chalet. Flores is really
Oh,
strong
yeah.
in Chalet.
Whereas, and I think in Azami, especially on Chalet, is really nice.
I feel like Azami can be hit or miss. Like, if you're good with Azami, you can be really annoying.
Well, you don't ban Azami if you don't
Oh,
think the
there
other
we
team's gonna be
go.
good with it. And I think as on Chalet, especially Azami can be really strong. There's a lot of ways that you can some nasty
Oh,
one
for
ways
sure.
and play up in library, for example, we otherwise would have been able to.
And Georgia just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, can't blame them. Starting off on bar. We've talked about Nighthaven earlier. We were debating if that's an attacker side map or not, and I think that this one we can come to it's on. So maybe not an attacker sided map in the sense of it has a higher attacker win rate than defender win rate, but I think of all the maps in the comp pool, this map is one of the most attacker sided.
Yeah.
And I think if you've
Oh,
got a
yeah.
good enough team that can play attack properly, then this should be an attacker sided map. This is
Yeah. I think, you know, when you're playing in like ranked or whatever, it's probably defender set a map. But when you're playing
pretty
in
much every
like
map is.
organized, yeah. When you're playing more organized, like 5v5, this map really can become attacker sided really, really quickly. So like, even though like 5-1 halves,
10 seconds
if,
left
if it's
before
like
insertion.
really bad, if the bans line up that way and everything, so.
5 seconds remaining.
And depending on, you know, who's playing and everything else.
Attackers moving out of locate a bomb. Defuse it.
Standard par setup. I feel like
Bot
every
defender
team.
and the barbed wire. Just flanks up the stairs.
Every team does the office walls differently, though. If I think
Yeah, I think this is
reinforcements and
one of the
holes and
standard
everything.
ways.
I think that's the most common, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
sometimes you see all 4 of them reinforced, sometimes you see footholes across the cannon wall here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Definitely varies. Looks like from the attacker side, that's going to be generically a soul side attack. Maybe some players are upping more direct now that ones to move it out. Know that there's no one really roam over there. Again, no one really likes to roam on these teams.
Yeah, it's like for the
Okay, one.
occasional flank.
1. Here we go. 1 roamer. But he's not getting contested at all. This attack has gone direct. It's K9 in main lobby so far.
I wonder if this Warden's gonna get misdroned. That's such an awkward spot to misdrone someone as well.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Ooh, Warden taking damage in this gunfight here. Gets taken out by Khabib on the thermite.
Their attack is rotated up towards office and now going more for a standard take, more what we're used to.
Does get
That
traded
mirror
out
window's
though.
problematic.
No Mize. Going for a wall now.
How are they going to clear this out? Just face check.
I-
You can't push that directly.
Don't know. You would think that maybe like you have a lion nearby, you're gonna burn all that out, so you can like at least nade down the hallway or something, or just get the pick on the guy.
Or
in the
just
field.
walk in.
Yeah,
Exactly
I
as you
mean-
couldn't do. There you go.
You know, if that is a way to do that. Though it does
No,
get
it's just
traded
that
back. by
Flores
the
on
mirror.
Oregon that did that play in the front. That Mainster
Yeah.
just walked in when we were expecting to. He does it again here. Just pushes in.
15 seconds left.
Playing aggressive.
Time is not on their side. 15 seconds on the clock. You just heard the announcer say, and you
Ooh, yeah.
have to make a drop.
Gets picked off.
5 seconds.
Really not a lot you can do here with such a little time. Almost though. There's one more pick left or anything. You know, there's the potential, but
Realm clear just
alright.
slow. There wasn't really much of a top floor realm clear until they finally pushed an office. I don't know, they droned a lot of the map and didn't take much ground, and I think that slowness at the beginning stalled them out long enough where they weren't able to make an execute at the very end here. Even though they were able to push through those mirror windows really easily. Surprisingly easily.
It really seemed like they didn't really know where they wanted to go at the start, and that cost them maybe a minute. So
Defenders, protect your bomb.
I think if they were just a little more decisive on where they wanted to go, they probably would have had, you know, maybe 45 seconds taking top control. You have the time to get the vert. You have the time to turn it out. That could have been an LU win.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It's kind of been the story of the day though, is it's been the first minute or so of the round where things are won or lost. If you get an early roam clear and that works really well, you tend to win the side executes. If you don't, then it tends to not go as well. And I mean, it makes sense, but these defenses are winning on the site. If you've got enough people up, the site anchors are holding well. It's the roamers today from all these teams that have been the ones that have been deciding whether or not the round is won or lost, depending on how long they burn time.
Defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna.
it's like you can get one effective gank off and you just win the round, you know? Like I don't know. It's a little confusing because I'm not used to it. It's kind of nice change of pace though.
Yeah, definitely a new type of siege.
For sure. UGA going to the basement though. Honestly, this is, in my opinion, the worst site in this map.
I would tend
Close
to
to top.
agree. I think Tuberau makes it significantly better. Of course, not brought here, and it's.
Of course, I say this, and then Roland just it's a nice little package, nice little pick there.
We were saying these roamers.
Oh, yeah, this roam game.
It's sad because they're going to lose.
This vert is vert. I do not see a lot of people play it, like ranked or even in comp, and it's really powerful. And if you don't clear it, it's
so
a
strong.
headache.
And they're even Mecha now getting in on the deep angle. There you go, let the TCSG ring. Oh no, not the pistol.
No, get slammed.
Went for it. The Vert's backed off, and now. Oh, okay. They backed off for a sec, and then came back. Okay, Khabib comes
And
down the trench stairs. It's a
as
flank
I
and
say,
it's those roamers that are deciding whether or not a round turns into a win or a loss early on. 2 early picks from Georgia.
oof.
A clean round win. And I bet you, had they not roamed as hard, it didn't go as well.
Oh, for sure. I think that's also one of the biggest mistakes. Is like either your roam game just gets shut down and then you lose the round because you really can't hold the basement site on this site with all the vert and with all the angles you need to hold, and then or you don't roam and they just open all the walls and walk in. So I don't know. I have a very, very low win percentage on basement personally. But
Yeah, I
UGA
think the
manage
Trooper
it.
is necessary. It's pretty necessary in a lot of situations, but I guess not if you roam and do that well in Rome. Speaking of Rome, Ella and Vigil this round. It's kitchen defense.
Attackers have
maybe
located
they're
the
just
bomb.
watching the streams, taking notes, you know, figuring out what they need to do just based off what we're saying, and a little bit of player lag.
And not me this time. I'm not on my desk.
Which will be a little unfortunate for whoever wins this game playing against Michigan because
10 seconds left
of the
before
team
insertion.
difference next match. But that is for later.
Absolutely. But never mind, ping
No.
think main wall's not reinforced yet.
Attackers objective.
Yeah, I've noticed this as well.
And they don't have wall denial. I think this is scary.
I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty steep angle. You know,
It
you have to
is.
get up to that
Yeah.
window.
I've been punished on it before from a low reinforcement, and maybe I'm just overly scared about it, but
Oh, it makes me very nervous seeing that, but you know, it doesn't end horribly, so no.
this is scary.
That's-
Hopping into
I
these
love
footholds.
these footholds. Yeah, they
They're
are
all the way
really
back
good,
here,
man.
and that's exactly what Woolen's gonna do, is just play these deep angles.
I even like.
You can see it.
I like
can
to
see
put
it
a
in here.
shield sometimes, not double. Not that one, but where that frost is sitting, you can put a shield like right out in that hallway. Makes it really hard to play. You can also just play back on half wall and back in office, but the frost gets slammed.
Who
through
else
the
but
wall.
Relics?
Relics again with the Relics is just been
Making a name
throwing
for
off
himself
these
here.
picks. Yeah.
Impact kill after impact kill. Great shots. Winning fights he really has no business winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate difference in the end of the day is, you know, you can use all this utility, you can do all this setup, but if you're not winning your gunfights, you know. Jack does get another pick, a hype, and back for LU now, 5-3.
Just went up and burned a little bit of time, but not enough.
Oh, the double
Ella!
with Ella. They lined up
this makes me so
perfectly.
happy. This makes me so happy seeing Ellen comp working out.
Oh man, that was
Oh no!
I was a little
you, man.
rough. They just perfectly lined up there, bro.
Really did.
Oh,
Now Maisha's getting on the action with his cameras.
he's just standing on Westmate.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty safe spot if nobody's on the windows.
And chip damage, just little bits of damage here or there. Actually, he's gonna have to start coming in here. Deuces above, could be even the basement.
Ooh, it gets the Maestro.
Finds the Maestro though, hidden in the corner. Oh, it's gonna
Ooh.
force him to drop back for a second. They
Attackers
have case
recover
now.
the diffuser.
From main and kitchen, and maybe a drop from above as well. I was with the first
Ooh.
engagement with this, but manages to escape.
Oh,
And the Ella
Gets
gets
the
it down.
headshot.
Suddenly it's a
Attackers
turns from a
have recovered
3v2 to a
10 seconds to go.
1v2.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
There's that Ella. 4K on the round for Ella. Look at
man.
that recoil. Great control.
That's what I'm saying. That the Scorpion is almost a laser at this point, and with the amount of bullets you can put down range, it's a really, really, really good gun right now.
That
It's a
fires
shame that, you
really
know,
fast, yeah.
Her gadget is It's like D tier. It's kind
Yeah,
of useful.
it could have,
It can maybe win you a fight, but it's not like Frost, right?
Yeah.
Who has a shield and utility or stuff like that. So, that's why we don't see the Ela picked. But when we do, and it gets played like that,
Protect your bombs
so
from being
good.
defused by attackers.
One of the first ops I played on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ela and Legion.
I also started on Legion. I did Frost Legion though.
That's fair.
Like,
I mean,
the guy was teaching me. It was generally like, hey, you're gonna put some traps down, and you might get a kill with them. What I was doing, right?
Attack.
I
Just
think
said,
someone
hey,
was-
just throw some stuff down.
I think someone was just like, oh yeah, Ella's Gone is really good, and I was like, okay.
When did you start playing? Was it the season she came out?
I like your. No, it wasn't like when it was broken, but it was still really good on your 4.
5 seconds left.
Like,
Yeah.
I
I didn't
know.
play when that had just come out. But Parabellum, I believe it was. So I'll buy Maestro.
Yeah, that was your 3. I started in Burnt Horizon.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, that was a couple years later, wasn't it?
It was like 3 or 4 seasons later. No, it's like 3 seasons later.
It all blurs together at this point. It's been so many. Done a great job
Yeah.
continuing to drop content, even if the game does have some issues sometimes. Here we go. Onto this top floor attack. This here, for the win of everything. We've been kind of glossing over it, but this is the OT map, and Georgia's been doing a great job so far.
Yeah, they're
Dominant
on
defenses.
Series point.
Now with a 4-0 start, and we've got library control uncontested, no less.
I mean, to be fair, Relics popping off.
Who else?
Yeah.
Who else is gonna be getting an opening pick by Relics? They're gonna be
But-
enough though. Wasn't last time.
Do you think library control, sometimes you just have to give up? Because otherwise you're stranding a player out in an island. I don't think
it's
LU
definitely
wants to
tough
do
to-
that.
That's where the Azami that did get banned. Helps out
Oh,
the
nice.
great pin on the castle though. They're looking to try to get in the action, chasing. Not sure Buck knows.
I don't think he knows. He's a no.
He's running
Ooh.
just fast enough. He knows now, but
I would not have gone for that spray if I was at Oryx. Jordan does get the second kill though.
wow,
Ooh.
that's a backbreaker kind of kill right there.
And he'll be
He's
able to
just
hold this
getting
wall as
window.
well.
Yeah. Stalling out just enough. Minute left in the clock, and now Georgia's starting to get towards site. This slurp's gonna be rotating back towards site, coming up west main. So they have the wall open. They have the pressure outside of piano window.
Just have
Do
to.
not have the manpower to go to master window at this point. They've got some decent control, and that's a down and a kill from Mecha. And Oso, there's no one watching piano. Vision sneaks
It's
out
his
and loses his head. Now Plant's gonna go down.
It's the mute.
Oso just walking in. Looks for the last kill, and he gets it!
Oh! Nice, clean.
Wasn't even
work.
ADSing, but wow. Georgia, hello. Well, they
What a
were the number
nice-
2 seed for a reason, and they showed it on that map. Wow, what a dominant map to finish that series off from Georgia.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been great to have seen a really close game there again, but for the sake of time, it's kind of nice that it was very decisive. Very well played from Georgia. All 3 defenses, clean sweep. Bring it back on that attack round. Whew.
And
That
that
was
means
really
that
clean.
we're going to see Georgia and UMF in the finals playing for the trophy.
Yeah, not at all what I was expecting. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little biased as a Cincinnati guy, but I mean, the seeding was done for a reason, so you tend to expect that the higher seeds would make it. The upset against Cincinnati, a great job by UMF getting there, and Georgia, well, a little bit of a scare. Dropping a map as they did is so decidedly just 4-1, 1-4, 4-0 is not a split you tend to see in comp.
Oh, not
Usually
really.
maps aren't that decisive and still go to 3 maps.
Exactly. I do believe, before we move on. Yeah, so hang on, I need to. Oh, wait, they need to elect someone. So
Are
just
you talking to him?
They don't have anyone. They don't have someone listed specifically. Are they still in the lobby? Oh, I'll just message. Oops. Greg Sino. Okay. Wait, are we good? All right, Penguin, you ready?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
What's up, brother?
Congrats on the win.
What's up, brother?
Thank you. How are y'all?
Doing great. Watching great games of Siege.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What a
Excellent
match you
last
guys have
map.
given us.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear what y'all said.
Yeah, we're all talking at the same time.
Just great matches from you guys. Watching this is, oh, it's so fun watching these matches go all the way. This is the second game today, and the second one that's gone to 3 maps, and not just that, but I mean, Edge of RC, we don't know what to expect when you go 1-4, 4-1. What do we expect in map 3?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going to lie. For Clubhouse, we meant to ban that. And we had a little mistake there. But, hold
That
on.
would do it.
My team captain wants me to do this for you guys real quick. So, he wants me to flex for y'all. I'm sorry.
Oof.
So, yeah, but
Ooh.
But
Sweating over here from that.
Jesus, calm down, guys. Anyways, yeah, we didn't know what to expect either. To be honest, this is my second time because I'm a sub. So
Oh, nice.
this is my second time playing. So yeah, we didn't really know what to expect that much. We just kind of went into it. We were like, you know, Consulate or not Consulate, Chalet. We actually have strats, but the rest of them we were like, we'll just rank this up. So, but it was a good game. The other team was doing pretty well. They had some interesting strats though. We were kind of confused by some of the stuff they were doing. So, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely saw a lot of the interesting things coming out there.
Yeah. There was on Oregon especially, the top floor defense when we were attacking that, we were kind of stumped for a second. We were like, what's going on here? But
Yeah, very good performance. Are you looking forward to this next match?
oh, I'm so ready. Oh man, this is kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I normally wake up at 3 a.m. So like, this is crazy for me. So,
Oh man.
but
You can just stay up
We
at
won't
this
sit
rate.
there too long, but
yeah.
Yeah.
looking. What are you thinking here, headed into this finals match with
Well,
UMF, who upset the #1 seed?
yeah, no, they're definitely going to be a challenge for us, but honestly, I think we can do it. I think that first game, it took a little bit. That first game, we had the shakes, and then the next 2 little matches, we were starting to get the things together, and I think you could see it on the last map. We kind of figured things out, so I think we'll have a good game here, but honestly, I do feel like we're going to come out on top, so
Yeah. And best of luck to you and to your team.
thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir.